Lord,
segue.
Daddy.
I was like, I am so. Do you consider Carosi your daughter now?
No, that was just my ADHD kicking in there.
That was a great
anyway.
segue, ADHD.
But anyway, yes, you guys had all found your way narrowly through the streets and back alleyways of Kripos to find your way to the cemetery, the graveyard. You had found some ghosts that had taken you over SQ. They always seem to get, everything seems to get you, really.
It's like my grandmother, who is very religious, used to say, if you don't have Jesus in your heart all the time, you're open to the demons. Yeah.
Well, anyway, as you all make your way to the very end sort of mausoleum, and inside crack open the tomb and find the young woman sort of just lying there. After a bit of curing her wounds and getting rid of much of the flour that was in and around her, she wakes up to all of you standing above her, calling out to be returned back to her family.
Right, well, I will say, come with me and we're going to take you home. And I'll reach out and pick her up out of the coffin and start carrying her out of the mausoleum.
All right.
SQ's gonna follow, and she's really proud of herself. She's like, we did save the rich one. We saved the rich one.
The way that it works out, it looks like we saved all of them, which is ideal.
Now, as you all are in this moment, a brief congratulatory sort of victory falls upon you all. Then the sudden realization that the Grey's men are still after you. They are searching for you in this very city.
I have a plan. All right. I'm going to cast a spell on myself to completely alter what I look like.
Okay.
I'm then going to take the child back to her parents and then leave the city. The rest
How
of
old
you,
is the child?
5 or 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
And you guys sneak outside the city, and I'll come and meet you once I've delivered the kid.
Sure.
Alright. SQ's very disappointed. She wanted to be part of this, but she's like, fine, I'll wait here. I'll wait.
I think we should basically sort of get to the bit where it's in the town, and then you guys sneak off, and we can meet at a prearranged point, and then I'll sort the kitty out, and off we go.
Is there any kind of like landmark outside of the city limits that we could, like, that we know that we could meet up at?
I mean, there's a few things in the interior that you are aware of, but you're also aware of that the Grey's men are searching for you. So hanging around any one area in town that's sort of well known might attract attention.
Well, not so much in town. I'm talking about like outside of the town. Like, is there like a big tree or like a small forest or like where the road branches?
All right. Well, there's a few bits and pieces sort of outside the area of town that there are sort of, back alley behind fencings of merchant areas, like the back, area of it. There's sort of lots of areas there. Ooh, what do we got?
I just basically copied and pasted the relevant part of that.
Oh, okay, fair.
Okay.
Is there a place behind where SQ bought Lonnie? Like, could she just like talk to the merchant and be like, hey, can we hide here until our friend meets us?
Well, most of where you are, when you're on the outside of the sort of the city limits area, there is sort of a fenced-in area. So you see the back of the building, and then a sort of big fence covering up along the side of that, creating like a very small, narrow pathway behind the buildings, but there's still a big fence there.
That's where we should meet.
Okay. That's where we're gonna. That's where we'll meet then.
All right, agreed.
Okay, you guys. Okay, so we'll get to the edge of the cemetery.
Party, woo!
God, this is terrifying.
Okay, once I get to about where I am now, I'm gonna turn to the little girl and say,
What the fuck is that noise?
I'm gonna.
No, I refuse. No, go away, doctor.
Get out of here!
No, I need.
Run.
No. I need to talk to him.
As you're sort of going on about your plan, the sudden interruption of the loud, grinding, familiar noise of the TARDIS. As it plunks right next to you, all of you, right next to the mausoleum. At first, nothing appears to be happening.
SQ's hiding behind the mausoleum.
That's right. I'm knocking on the
dashing.
door.
She's running and she's hiding behind the mausoleum. She does not want to be taken by this crazy man.
Is this the TARDIS where I'm pinging?
Yes, this blue thing, yeah.
Knock, knock.
After a few moments, you don't really hear anything. You hear some clanging about inside and sort of like a sparking noise. And then suddenly the door kind of pops open, just a little.
Doctor?
As you open up and push forward the door, that should open out the ways. But anyway, as you push in, you see the doctor he's frantically moving about the center console, and he's kind of patching things and wires and goop all together. And he kind of looks up and he notices you. He goes, "Oh, well, there you are."
You just appeared. I did knock. I just thought I heard you inside. I appreciate you're very busy at the moment, but do you have time for a quick chat?
Time. I can always do both, you know.
Fantastic. Look, do you mind if my companions and I come inside? Just there's some people looking for it that we prefer to avoid if possible.
Yes, wipe your boots.
Okay.
We better not wake up in like the 2nd century or something.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. I prestidigitate all the mud and stuff off my shoes, and I carry the child in with me.
SQ has Lonnie under one arm and she has Tom Tom on her shoulder, and she's very suspicious, but she'll go in.
Okay. As you all sort of enter in, you see the grand sort of openness that it is unexpected to find in any other normal small box this size. But nonetheless, after a few moments, the doctor is patching up a few more things, and you see him kind of whirling his little bluey light flashy thing around, and after a few moments he puts it in and he goes, "Okay, that should do it. Now, why are you all here?"
Why are we all here?
Yes.
Well, 2 reasons. One, we just retrieved several gems from Monsieur de Grey, so that I now possess them rather than him. And secondly, we found out that we'd made a mistake by accidentally allowing a child to be buried because she was in stasis rather than dead. So we dug her up and we're now taking her back to her parents.
Why are we talking to the doctor again?
Because I need to talk to her.
He just
Right.
showed up.
So, where is it that we're going?
Right now, if you could just hang around here for about 15 minutes while I get this child home and then return.
Hang around. Do much better than that. And he grabs a couple of bits on the console and kind of pulls them back, and suddenly the grinding noise picks back up from outside, and you can kind of hear it whirring around as the central console starts to mash up and down. Some of the lights around are beginning to sort of blink and around all of you. And suddenly, you hear a sort of loud clunk noise. As
Okay.
he goes, and as bits and parts of the TARDIS are now sort of flinging off, and he goes, that's meant to do that. And he starts kind of frantically putting things together. He goes, okay,
Doctor,
I can move you a little bit, but here we go.
No, this is fine. I can take the child back to their parents and return. I just want to make sure you guys are going to be safe whilst I do that. I won't be long.
Oh, I can guarantee you won't be long.
And Debbie Dozy. Okay. I'm just going to pop outside. I'm going to take the child back to her parents, and then I'm going to return.
As you pop out of the TARDIS,
Just before I go outside,
yes,
I'm going to go down on one knee and say to the little girl, look, I'm going to take you back to your parents, but because there are some people who are looking for me, I need to look a little bit different. So, don't be afraid. I'm going to change myself to look like someone else. And I'm going to sound different, but it's going to be me, and I'm going to take you home. Do you understand?
is it my father that's after you?
No, it's not. It's somebody else. Somebody much nastier and more vengeful than your father.
Don't think I can think of a man, but okay.
I'm sure your dad is a good guy. Believe me, this guy is not. The guy who's after us is not a good guy.
All right. As you pop,
I'm going to cast Alter Self,
okay.
and I'm going to make myself look like an old woman, similar to the flower seller type, but not
Sure.
the same.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to pick the girl up in my arms, and I'm
Okay.
going to say I'll be back in 10 minutes, and I'm going to go out of the graveyard and look for the first guard I can find.
Well, you go out the doors of the TARDIS, but
We're not in the graveyard.
No way! Fucking
He
town!
kidnapped us
We're
again!
different millennia! Like,
Ah!
as you step out of the TARDIS, Legis,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you find yourself surrounded by many guards, taken back by the sudden appearance of a blue box in the King's courtroom.
The King's courtroom.
There, as you walk out looking like a very elderly lady, somehow impossibly so, carrying a child. Looks very suspicious. What would you like to say to these people? Leaders?
I'm going to put the child down. I'm going to bow extremely low and say, this child is the daughter of the mayor of Creepost. She has been rescued. Please, can you return her to her kin?
Roll a persuasion check.
Should be quite good at this. Oh, okay. I don't get advantage or anything. No, okay.
Hey, at least it's not perception.
12.
Right. Well, considering how they all died not too long ago, and here you are basically carrying not quite a lifeless, but a very weak body of this as an old woman coming out of a mysterious box, they are very, very reluctant to believe you, as they all draw their swords and kind of point them all at you. Old woman, what's the meaning of this books?
It's simply a transportation device. It will be moved very shortly.
I know there are any more of you in this transportation box. Aye, come on out.
Look, I'm here to return the child. Here you go.
That child's been dead and buried.
That child was mistakenly buried because some dumb motherfucker thought she was dead. She wasn't. We have saved her from a life of a short life of entombment. Now, I would suggest that you might be a tad more grateful and a little less being a dick.
I made Lee just swear.
Right, you made Lee just say the fuck word.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to get into character as an old crow.
No, it's good. I loved it. Okay, give me another persuasion check this time with advantage, because you are very much acting like an old crony.
He's such an angry old woman. He's already entering senility. Like, he's full senile.
24.
Jesus.
Well, then, right this way then. Come with me then.
Excellent. And I'll take the child by the hand and say, "Don't worry, dearie. We're taking you to your dad now." And I'm going to walk with a young lass all the way to her father, assuming it will let me. There we go. And if you could move the young lady's token up with me.
Oh yes, of course. Oops.
And I would stop right here at the base of the throne area and say, "Here you go. You can go to your daddy now." And sort of encourage her to go up the stairs to her father. And say, "We weren't able to save her properly the first time, but we managed to save her now. Look after that little girl. She's special."
The king breaks down off of his chair and sort of kind of like begins to lunge forward, looking both at his guards at the same time, just sort of like, "I'm going to run forward, you better keep up," kind of thing. And he lunges over towards his girl.
As he's going forward, I'm just going to slowly retreat back and let them and say, "I have to go now."
As you say that, roll a perception check real quick there, Legis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, because this is my specialty.
Oh, Lord.
Right, here we go.
6. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So, with the 16 there, of course, as you're sort of turning back and saying you have to go now, you notice that one of the people that was standing next to the king basically kind of, instead of going along with the king, had wandered off towards the west part of area there.
Okay. I'm completely ignoring him. I'm saying farewell. And I'm just literally just walking away.
Okay. Well, I was going to mention with the 16, around the neck of that person who's walking away is a very similarly shaped sort of talisman things that you've seen before. These things that allow you to be able to see and find other gems.
Yeah, okay. That's time to leave.
As you make your... okay. You make your way back. Oh, go ahead.
I'm literally going to get to like 30 feet away, which I think is about... I don't know which I think is about there. And then I'm going to misty step to the door and say, I drop alter self and say, Toodaloo, and step back inside the TARDIS.
As you step back into the TARDIS, you hear that same familiar whooshing sound floating in and around you guys as you guys all end up flying in and around. The Doctor kind of looks at all of you and he goes, all right, well, job done, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, could you take us somewhere that we can be safe for a few days and around a decent-sized city where we can hire an inn and get ourselves together would be fantastic. Not Creepost.
Right. We can certainly try. All right. Here we go. And you see him kind of pushing some buttons and twisting around. And he goes, haven't quite got the Matrix put back in yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get this perfectly nice where we need to go. We bounced off a few years going to get you, but we crashed up. Kind of like driving around with a flat tire. You can still go straight, but turnings...
Oh my god, SQ is like bashing her head against the wall right now. She's so angry.
Just calm, little one. It'll be fine.
But when? When will it be fine? That's
it'll be fine. It'll be fine soon. Okay, right. Doctor, is there anywhere my companions could stop?
One more time. It kind of broke up from you there. Sorry.
Is there anywhere that my companions could rest up?
We'll find some empty space all around here if you like, but we'll be there pretty soon. In fact.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I think we're here. Better hope. We kind of ran out of. It's like running out of gas, basically, but not really gas. But you'll get it.
Okay, where did you take us?
That's a good question.
When did you take us?
That's another very good question.
Not really sure, but the TARDIS, unfortunately, right now is commissioned, so...
You just want us to get out and explore whenever and wherever you brought us?
Well, see, we're here probably looking for a piece, and realistically, this is kind of the only place that I could really think of where that piece might be.
Okay, fantastic. I need some time to cast a few spells.
Right. Well, time we have.
Excellent. Right. First of all, I'm putting Gift of Alacrity back up. Okay, first of all, I think we should all try and take a long rest. I want to take a long rest. I want to get completely rest and recuperated. Let's go outside and see where we are. So we can get ourselves an inn or something and have a rest. We need a rest. I need a rest.
Yeah, I could use the rest. I mean, I don't need it.
I could really do with a rest. I'm way down on spell slots.
I need a rest. I am bleeding.
And I'm completely out of sorcery points, and I could do with a long rest.
You guys
To
killed
power
me
down.
earlier today. I absolutely need a rest.
Yeah. The other thing, Randy, is I want to spend an hour. You can spend an hour tuning to a magic item, and it will tell you what it is and what it does.
Indeed.
Okay. I want to try that with the other gems that are inside me.
You want to play with
I want.
yourself and discover what things
inside
do.
you.
Discover what things do inside of
Play
you.
with all
Okay.
the things inside of you, all the shiny.
Oh my god.
I don't want to phrase it as playing with myself.
Fair.
But you're gonna
Fair.
burn yourself.
You don't want to, but that's what you.
That's what it is.
In a
context
non-sexual
way.
way.
in a non-squishy kind of way.
Fair. All right, yes. You guys can, of course, during this, get yourselves all rested up as the doctor is basically saying he has to do his best about repairing a few things as the door seems to be, well, jammed at this moment. In fact, the door is getting a little bit smaller and it's harder to get out. He has to work that out. So for the time being, you guys can get in your long rest.
Phenomenal.
Can I make that investigation check on for the gray as the what was called downtime for my downtime during sessions ago?
Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. I did mention that you needed to give me a roll for that, didn't I? All right. So,
That's a good idea, dude.
yes. Well, he was kind of, checking in on weaknesses and things like that.
No, 100%. It's a good idea.
So with the 27, very, very little is known about De Grey outside of sort of, he's openly a vampire, although even the most devout paladin would not even want to touch him. He seems to be very wealthy. Most of his money seems to be coming in from the trades. Interesting enough, from what you can remember, you do see that he is a rather fond collector of art, and very much so that of an artist known as, what was it? Arnold H. Arnold H.
Right.
He seems to be very fond of this particular painter, and has been purchasing many of his paintings well on for what seems to be many decades.
Okay, so what we need to do is acquire a few of those and then bribe him off with those so he doesn't try and nick the gems. Plan. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so everybody, get your rest up, put your health up and your spells up, and you are welcome, if you'd like, to step out the door and figure out where you are. As after about 8 hours or so, the doctor has fixed the sizing issue, and the front door is, well, at this moment it's open. Just a crack.
Before I go out, I'm going to spend 10 minutes ritually casting Gift of Alacrity.
Yeah,
I'm
that's standard up, Pete, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to... yeah, but now I can cast it as a ritual, so it's not...
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to bang on... I can cast Mage Armor once a day without using spell slots, so that's going up. And I'm going to cast Find Familiar for the first time as a ritual.
Okay. I was really hoping this. Okay, can we say that you've you've done all the other bits and then
Yeah.
cast familiar
I had
as you've come out, just because I wanted to have it on screen.
no, 100%.
Okay. All right. So as you step out, and all the rest of you sort of follow suit with Kurosi, with Legis. Where did I put you? Oh, yes. Here. You find yourselves in a very small stone room. It's hewn floors and very interesting sort of architectural sort of way that the walls are built that allow the bricks to sort of come up in sort of arches.
Wow. Okay.
Before you is a large stone boulder, and along two what seem to be very thick wooden sort of timber walls. In front of those are two levers. Or levers, if you prefer. But
What the fuck? Where the fuck did he put us?
SQ is gonna immediately run to one of the levers and yank on it.
Oh god. I guess I put it on this list.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
First-
say she runs to the one that's on the left, because I'm right-handed.
Okay.
We'll go left.
DM.
Yes.
Normally that Constitution saving throw.
Con save for which?
The
Oh, did you wear the ring? Did you leave the ring on? Or no. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Oh yes, please. Yes.
Who the fuck is Lex?
Right.
Lex Catler is the ghost boy. Okay, let me just see.
Oh.
There's
That's right,
seconds.
DC 10. There's a DC 10 save.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so you most certainly, as you wake up, you feel a bit, groggy. You kind of wake up to what you hear, sort of echoing in your head, to be a small sort of child, just kind of shouting incoherently, no words. It's like screaming, but it's like garbled, muffled speech. And that just, as soon as you wake up, you just kind of. You know how you kind of wake up from a dream and you're kind of not sure if it was a dream or not?
mm-hmm.
That's where you're at right now. Alright, so that's how you were when you woke up. But after a few minutes or so, that you even tend to forget that you even heard the boy. It's kind of like the dream just kind of slips away. Alright, so, nonetheless, as you all are in here, surrounding yourself, SQ doing her thing. Hopefully everybody's here. Do I have everybody on the map? I do. Good. Okay. So SQ's over there, just about to grab the thing. But Legis comes out, and as he's casting for the very first time, finding familiar, as he does so, something very strange and interesting happens. One of two things. At first, a ghostly sort of image of this red-cloaked man, big, bushy, wild hair comes at you. It seems transparent, like you can see right through him, Legis. And as you look around at the others, you don't seem to see that they notice him. He doesn't speak, but as he looks at you, and he kind of goes, raking his sort of fingers across his cheek, and he looks over at Mini Legis, and he looks back at you, and he begins to rub his hands, and a bright face comes on upon his eyes, and he just kind of goes, "Oh, I've got something for you." Oh.
Should I go to others list now?
No.
Oh, you can
No.
see it.
No. Okay, cool.
As you do, oh come on now. There we go. As you cast it out, Legis, all the glowing lights from each sort of part of your body sort of coalesce into the center of your chest for the briefest of moments, and then burst out into a ball of light in front of you.
Awesome.
Begins to sort of shrink and you see it blink, blink, kind of get a little bit of appendages on either side, and then begins to sprout something on its back as it floats all the way down to the ground. The light glowing around it fades as you all see Legis is familiar.
Otto! Awesome.
SQ is going to abandon her attempt to yank on this lever and go for Legis is familiar. She wants to hold it. He's so cute! Can I touch him?
Yes. His name is Otto.
She will snatch him out of the air and hold him very close to her chest.
I will give you permissions there, sir. There you are. Now he's all yours. Look at that. He's in your pets, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you very much. And I do love the whole. That's awesome. Fantastic.
Now everybody has their own things.
Yeah, but SQ is giving like way more attention to his familiar right now than she is to any of her pets. She's just like giving him little kisses on the head and she's petting his wings.
All right. So, here you are. Room in front of you, large boulder, 2 levers all around you, nothing but wall, and the TARDIS.
I want to pull one of those. I called it. I called this one.
Okay.
Okay. She's gonna hold Otto in one hand and pull her lever that she's standing next to with the other hand.
Okay. As you pull on to the lever, or lever,
Sorry, American.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, god dang it.
Yeah, I mean, that was to be expected.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So within that area, this would of course include Otto, SQ, and Tinder. So yes, Otto would have to give me one. Oh shit! No, I hope you don't kill him.
Oh no!
This is why you don't go pulling random levers. I'm not sure why I need to go. Why I need to explain this, SQ.
You were casting Eldritch Blast at an invisible horse for like 2 days. Why are you mad?
This is a dex save.
Yeah. So dex save from Tinder and
7.
please.
I give SQ a +5 using Plastic Genius.
Yes.
Oh, you give SQ a +5.
Wait,
You don't want to fucking lever. What the fuck?
Yes! I got
Oh no.
I'm at a 17.
Okay.
I can give one you too, but that's gonna cost me a couple Plastic Geniuses.
No, you can't do that. You only have 1 minute.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, yes, with that, the score to beat was in fact 12. So, yes, unfortunately, that's going to be SQ is you guys. All right. So SQ, you do make it out, but you do take 5. Oh, sorry, not 5 of this. Half of this. 0.5 of this. I meant. Don't worry, it's not a hover. Oh, okay. So you take 1. Bare minimum 1. So you take 1, which is not bad. Okay. And then of course the other two. Oops. The other 2, you guys are both also taking 1 as well. So Otto is taking 1, and
Otto disappears.
I take no damage because I am resistant to this.
Seriously, that took me 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to do that all over again.
Oh no! SQ looks very surprised when Otto disappears and by the fact that there's fire, and she's like, wrong lever. Somebody pull the other one.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna stand back this time.
Oh, fine, I'll pull it. And she's,
Okay, go ahead.
she's gonna
I
go
kinda
over
want
and pull the other lever.
Is that
Fair.
smart? Okay.
They're not switching around. I'm just switching their positions, so I know where if they're up or down. Okay.
Dodge
Everybody
action.
back away.
All right. So you're gonna pull down on that lever, are you? Or leave
Yes, obviously
Uh,
it wasn't the right lever.
it?
Lever.
Lever.
Fair. Right. Give me another deck save,
Ah,
please.
shit. That's fair.
Yeah, you're taking. Oh, you're taking another one. Taking another one there.
Guys, I think we need to pull them at the same time. This clearly out. And she's like patting the flames out on her shoulders. Like, this clearly isn't working. Someone pull the other one while I pull this one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I should have mentioned you guys are on fire, but I mean, yeah, you guys would have patted yourselves out. Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Kurosi, you seem to be the most fire retardant.
Tinder is literally resistant to fire.
No,
Well,
Tinder is.
Well, that magma of his is probably pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think the Magma Mephi has got the strength to be able to pull the lever though.
Tinder's flat out just like hiding behind the TARDIS, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright,
Not
Kurosi,
telling anywhere.
on
Tinder
three.
is actually.
Once bitten, twice shy here. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. So what are you guys going to do?
On three, Kurosi?
all right.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Pull your
Pull the
lever.
lever.
As you guys both pull them down, you both hear sort of clicking and whirring going through the wall, and you hear it going over where the fire had jettisoned out over those little arches from before. You expect yet another sort of fiery thing, but and yet it doesn't. What does happen though is liquid starts to pour out, and it follows the grooves along the floors, or along the floor tiles rather, until it reaches the large boulder, which now, upon inspection, you realize that it is in fact a great big ball of sort of dirty sugar.
Dirty sugar.
Wow, okay.
She's gonna lick it.
Well, as the water flows through, it begins to, at first, to slowly melt down, but then as more surface area is coming in contact, it begins to flush and rush.
What
And
does it taste like, though?
Is she on something? Like, what the fuck?
No,
is
it's
pretty gross.
just SQ.
eventually, it fades away
Aww.
and sort of soaks up into various gaps into the floor below.
I'm imagining.
Like, I know we all
that
want to
video.
investigate these places by licking them, but this.
I'm just imagining
Like,
that one video of the raccoon who was like trying to wash its cotton candy before it ate it, and the cotton candy disappeared, and it's like, oh no!
Oh, that is as cute. Inside, as the stone sugar bowl disappears, you find yourselves inside of a large sort of corridor. Inside, there are many tiles, each one of them decorated and carved meticulously. Along the edge of this is a large sort of platform sitting up about 3 or 4 feet. And on each sort of 15 feet or so, there is a statue lining the wall.
Okay, wait,
What would
guys.
you guys like to do?
Hear me out. I have Tom Tom, right? I could just like roll him in.
Well, if you don't mind losing him.
He won't be lost. He's too small.
That's
we
not
mean-
what I meant.
The lever.
Lever.
Yes,
Fair. Go on.
No, that's too far. Dang.
Okay. Has anyone been looking at the symbols?
Are we all like? Can we see all of?
Yeah, let's look at the symbols.
Are they like clear
Okay,
to us
because-
where we're standing?
For the most part, yeah. These statues are actually giving off a weird glow as you go along. The ones next to you, immediately as you enter in, are giving off a weird bluish glow. As it proceeds down, a green, more of an orange, and now at the very end, more of a red. Interesting enough, at the very end, you of course do see yet another lever. And a large sort of opening for a door, or a doorway.
Who has an axe? Hit that axe one with an axe and see what happens.
No,
Ready yet?
no. Brilliant.
I cast fly.
I think that's
I cast fly.
we have to start somewhere.
I cast fly and just over the puzzle.
All right. As you cast fly on yourself, you try to feel that same feeling that you get when you're sort of a bit more lofty when you're flying. However, as you entered into this, you cast and you tried to step forward and try to lift up, but your body's just not getting vertical. It's just not flying. Somehow, in here, that ability has been stunted.
Well, that sucks.
Guys, I don't have an axe. Otherwise, I would
You
be
don't-
hitting the axe thing with
No.
an axe. I
No.
think, no,
with
you
that-
have to match
no.
it. Yeah, you have to match it.
No.
But
I'm looking at these. I'm looking at all of the symbols, and it's quite possible to identify one that is not similar to the other two for all of these but one, and that kind of concerns me. But the rest of them would all seem to form a pattern.
ooh, right. Oh, okay. So it's like a weapon, and a bumper.
Potion.
A shield.
Okay.
Oh God, Kurosi.
Krosi's just going for it. Krosi, as you step forward onto the tile, you feel it underneath you shift. I need you to give me
Oh no.
a dexterity saving. Or sorry, this one's Constitution. Sorry, yeah, Constitution saving throw.
So what happened when you casted fly?
We should have hit it with the axe. I'm telling. Look. Oh jeez.
No.
Oh jeez.
Here we go. It's coming out of this guy.
Oh jeez.
All right. As this arcane sort of lightning bolt comes flying out of one of the statues, it basically, as you try to hold yourself in the position, you can kind of feel it trying to push you back. But you do resist as much as you possibly can. But it still does half of this. Smash. 1D. What is it? 1? Yeah, 2D. 3. So you take 3 points of force damage.
Alright. So,
And SQ is just very sagely shaking her head, going, "You shouldn't have stepped on that."
And you get to stay where you are as well. So, okay. So, what would you guys like to do now?
Hit the axe block with an axe.
We don't have an axe.
nobody has an axe.
Does anyone have a sword? There's a sword.
Wait. Could someone remind me what happened to Kuroshi when he tried to cast fly?
It didn't work.
It got notified.
It didn't
yeah.
work.
You can't.
You
did
just
not.
couldn't fly?
He just couldn't do it
He couldn't.
for some reason.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So
SQ is gonna stand like front and center, and how far is this from here to there? Oh, hold on a second. Must check. Oh, geez. Okay. She's gonna aim for the 25-foot marker, and she's gonna throw Tom Tom at that blue snaky block.
Okay. Roll a strength. Just give me a straight strength as you're sort of chucking this little thing.
And as she does it, she says, "Go, go, gadget, Tom Tom."
Okay. With an 11.
No.
Okay.
Oh no!
Your hope is to what? Where were you trying to get him?
I
What
was
symbol
trying
was
to
it?
get him in the blue center symbol. Yeah.
Okay. You come up a little short. He actually hits just on the edge here of the sort of cloud picture. And as he does,
Oh god.
which one is it? It's this one.
Yeah, that. Okay. Oh god. I don't love Tom Tom as much as I love Lonnie, but I'm still scared.
Tom Tom will have to give me a dexterity. Yeah, this one. Yeah, sorry. This one is. Yeah, this one is dexterity saving throw.
No.
As you hear, as Tom Tom is sort of naturally attuned to sort of getting the fuck out of there. So, oh, nice with a 14. Okay. With a 14, he was not having it. So his keen senses heard the triggering off, and he's allowed to move one tile up or down
I'm gonna say down.
to get out of the way.
To the tree.
Down
To the tree.
to the tree.
Yeah. Oh god, what have I done? Oh my god. I'm like frantically sweating and pacing my kitchen right now.
All right. So, here, just so we can track him here, I'm just going to put Mr. Tom Tom on there. He's SQ Hamster. There he is.
Oh, Tom Tom.
Okay, so as he kind of plumps and lands down on the tree, it shifts down, and you hear nothing. He is able to not be damaged by this weird arcane light, but he was able to get out of there, and it seems to be he's on a relatively safe tile.
Oh, Kurosi, go to the tile Tom Tom's on. Also pick him up.
Yeah.
Make sure he's not singed.
Yeah, so I pick up Tom Tom.
Okay, you know that the cloud is not the right answer.
That is not right. You're right.
We're just gonna chuck the hamster.
No, please don't throw him again.
This is hamster games.
I regret doing it in the first place, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be mad at me. Please don't throw him again.
All right. So
Put him in your pocket so he's safe. But like not a tight pocket. He needs to breathe.
all right. So
What do we got here? Oh my goodness.
I mean, if you guys wanna keep listening,
are there like
to
any hints in the room
got some opinions.
that we're missing? Is there like any hints in the room that we're missing?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate for some kind of riddle, maybe.
Yeah.
Investigate for some kind of riddle. Okay. As you guys, give me whoever wants to sort of peek around and look around the room. Give me an investigation check, please.
8.
Ooh, nice, lovely 8. But whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guy.
Holy
Okay.
crap. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
a little bit too concerned about Tom Tom right now.
Yeah. All right. Legis, Tinder, you're just kind of taken back. You're just kind of waiting for, everyone else to take their turn first before, you do anything. And you're kind of more preoccupied about kind of keeping an eye on, the room in front of you, and as well as, those fire bits don't flashing in behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Legis, however, you're reminded of something. you've seen sort of the statues that are around here. Some of them all have their own sort of name, but the names themselves seems to have been all sort of scraped and scratched off. However, only certain bits and pieces of it have, leaving only certain letters showing up on all of these, on all these four.
Okay.
So on either one, so on the left side going up, we have the first blue is, I'll do this, and so going from blue up, it goes this way. So then, down. And then going from blue, red on the right side, it goes... So on the left side going up spells Zima, on the right side going up spells Esma.
Maze.
Okay.
It's maze.
And
He doesn't know that.
and Legis, this to you with a 17. You're kind of you're speaking out loud basically about this, and it kind of sparks something in Kurosi. Because Kurosi's very much an avid reader. He very much likes books and things of that nature. Especially ones that have to deal with legends. And Legis, you just so happen to recall that you perhaps have on your possession, or in the possession of your party, just such a book.
Who's got that?
No fucking,
Rosie.
no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Rosie,
Oh my
you have-
god! Oh my god! I have a book called The Legend of Azamis in my inventory. What the fuck? I think that's from one of like the first sessions or something. I don't even remember how I got
I
that.
love that you were the first person to say, I have no fucking clue. And you have it.
I don't even know. Like, did I get it from like a temple or something?
Okay, can we stop being surprised that you've got it and actually read the bloody thing?
Yeah, I'm going to read the bloody thing. So
Oh my god,
say.
Regis, your old woman is still showing. Stop.
Let me just check. There's a phrase that I was going to use, but that Regrim used to use, but I'm not sure if it's appropriate. He used to say the phrase "sweating like a priest in an orphanage."
That
Yes.
is
Really
incredibly
exciting.
inappropriate, but I love it.
It's around, what is it, the hooker in church? Yeah.
Colder than a witch doing push-ups in the snow with a fucking like
Yeah.
metal bra or something. Yeah, all those.
Okay, go on. Read the book. Let's hear.
I will read the book.
Can you read?
I am.
Do you know how to?
Yes, I can read.
Okay.
I grew up in. I have an intelligence score of 10. I am.
Okay. Okay.
Philip,
I'm. Where
clear
were
your
we?
throat first. Speak.
Okay. So here we go. Let's read. What do we have?
I'm gonna step on the axe,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna step on Kurosi Square.
He hasn't read yet.
I need to read. Stop.
I can read.
No, Legis. This is a group activity.
Sit down
Okay.
with the other kids. I'm going to read you a story now.
Yes,
Stop.
read to me. I'm not moving until you read. I'm also not looking at anything. I'm literally banking on you to
God.
read this to me correctly.
All right.
Honestly, this is like
Take it away, Tinder.
this is like herding cats.
Alright. Once upon a time, there was Ezra, and he was legendary. He
Oh my god.
well, one day he came into it. What does it say, DM? Fuck it.
Well, if you can actually click the thing there, you can.
I will read it. No, no,
What?
Legis, take
I-
it away. Yeah.
no, I will.
What? That's the thing? I didn't even
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this.
God.
Take it away. Take it away.
The Legend
Oh,
of
shit.
Ezan, a mighty axe warrior prepared for a grand quest, travelling through the forest seeking a mighty beast guarding treasure. He then spent many moons following its trail to a fire mountain where the beast made its home. And entering the lair, they discovered the beast was a large red dragon. Okay, so we start off on the axe one. Just follow me.
I'm just under everyone. I'm doing it.
Follow me. Axe warrior,
Yeah.
forest.
And then a fire mountain.
And then moon, fire mountain.
How is that the moon? I don't trust that.
That's the right one. Trust me.
Okay.
Then the red dragon,
Everyone go first.
and the warrior.
Oh no, Legis! As you
Yeah.
step here.
No! No!
It's the gem, you idiot! You saw me step on there. It's
Okay.
right.
All right. Okay. Well, it's all right. I'll make the saving throw.
Yes, for that one, it will be this is a yes.
Did you
Where
all
is it?
step
Hold
on
on.
the wrong fucking thing?
Yes, I was
So
following him.
Follow me! You-
It's okay.
I wasn't looking.
So everyone who stepped on there, give me a dex save.
You
have
deserve this.
I need over a 13 or it's
No, I fail.
1 / 2 3 1 2 3 up, so 3 d4. Ooh, okay, so it's all or half of this, and I need what was the number I said?
It's 6 total, so I'll take the 6.
Okay, you're taking 6 of fire damage as it comes flying out of this statue as all of you kind of.
And I'm going to jump over to there to get out of the way.
Okay,
I'm also taking 6, apparently.
okay. All right.
I'm jumping under
And
Regis.
And he
And I
said,
slide under him.
I take out for 6.
Okay.
And then many sunrises past the dragon had an egg.
Look at where I'm standing. I'm standing on the right one.
Okay, and then the last one.
Okay, this one's difficult. It says the circle continues, never to be unbroken, but that's a double negative. Never to be unbroken.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
exactly.
means-
So it's never
this
been
one.
unbroken. So it's that one.
Hey, there we go. Okay, and as you get on in here, of course, yeah, there is a lever next to you guys, but as you actually step onto the other thing, the door does swing open, revealing yet another room inside.
But there's still a lever.
There is a lever next to, yes.
Don't fucking
Do not
touch
pull
the
it.
lever.
I'm gonna.
Not pull it.
I'm gonna.
Do not pull. I'm gonna
I
just
got
play her. I cast punishment.
No, I don't want to pull it.
I grab SU.
I'm tempted to cast levitate. Just to
No,
have us
I'm
in the middle of
fighting
the edge.
this. As he grabs me, I'm still reaching. I want to see if I can pull the fucking lever.
Give me a context. We'll say dexterity, your dexterity versus his strength.
Oh, fuck you. I win. 100% I won.
Maybe.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh,
I cast
No, no,
punishment.
no, no.
Roll me your charisma saving throw.
No.
see.
It's a charisma save, so you are a bard.
Here we go.
Do not give a flash of genius.
I'm
I
doing
will
it. I'm doing it.
kill you. Do
Charisma.
not.
Charisma.
Do not do it.
Doing it.
No.
14.
Why do we have advantage? No advantage for you.
No. What's your spell save DC?
I get
18.
self-inspiration.
Oh, yeah. No. For a moment, you have been blooped out of existence.
Yeah. Okay. So here is the plan. I get a big bag, and then when she appears, I get a big bag and put it in where she was, and then she appears in bag. And then I go high bag and close bag, and then big bag.
Look, as much as I understand your frustration, we can't just kidnap the halfling. Okay?
Yes, we can. I just explained how to do it.
No. Look, we can. We're just not supposed to.
She tried to just kill us with that level bullshit.
You stopped her, so all you have to do is be in the same square when she comes back in and just literally grab her, and I will, if necessary, I will cast levitate on her and just float her up in the air.
But she can use the wall to like reach towards the fucking thing. Look, I'm doing exactly what you're telling me. I'm just doing it with the help of a tool. That tool being a bag.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to start casting Find Familiar again because.
Okay. I hold my bag. I prepare an action to tie it together when she appears inside it, and then I lose concentration and I tie the bag.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I blip back into existence inside of a bag.
Yes.
Pretty
And I
much.
Smelly bag. It smells of mayonnaise.
There's tons of it.
It smells like broken eggs. Let me out.
No.
Remainder of you staying in this corridor here with all the bright, lovely statues are starting to notice something. That the far end is kind of tilting up. The whole floor, in fact, is now tilting up very slowly towards you, kind of creating a ramp that, at the moment, isn't causing you to slide into the next room. However, it is getting there.
With the bag.
Okay.
It smells so bad. Why did you
I'm
make
gonna
so much mayonnaise?
I'm going to examine this thing over here.
All right. As you step up into the room here, you see, of course, in front of you on the other side of the room is another doorway. The door itself is a sort of large golden framed door. All the metal bits seem to be made out of a bright, lustrous, polished gold. The doorknob, the hinges, everything. The wood that seems to be made in there seems to be also made in such a way that it has been carved out and gold placed inward into the wood itself. The statue in front of you seems to be a very lustrous gold statue, firmly, seemingly affixed to the floor. In front of it is a plaque.
Okay. What's the plaque say?
Well, it seems to be written in a bit of a weird language. It's scratches, and it's hard to tell exact. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, as
Well, man, you guys the glory from me.
As you cast comprehend languages, it takes you a moment. But as you try to do it, you flip it around.
I can talk L languages.
There you go.
wait.
Awesome.
As you read it out, it seems to be in a very old elven dialect. Like even elves would have a problem reading this, but it's a very old ancient elven dialect, in fact, that says, "Show me only wealth." And in front is a large sort of golden bowl.
I've seen this puzzle before. Where have I seen this puzzle before? You've stolen this from somewhere. Show me only wealth. It's in one of the modules. Ah, fuck, which one is it?
Let me out of the bag.
You show me only... Well, fuck, where is that from? I know it, that exact phrasing.
Give it money.
I won't solve the puzzle because I know how to solve it. But you guys go. Well, I think of what the fuck is solved.
Let me out of the bag.
All right.
No.
She's like knocking on the inside of this bag. Like, hello.
It's not how bags work. That's just my back. It hurts.
So,
Hello. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Can you let me out?
I can, but I won't.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so Legis, Crocy, want to take a crack?
Yeah.
I I'll tell everybody to back up first on what I'm about to do, and put 38 platinum pieces into the jar.
Okay. As you do so, each one of them plunk, 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 and eventually it starts to sort of fill up a little bit of the bottom of the sort of the bowl. A moment goes by, and suddenly the coins themselves start to bubble and form almost a liquid, and they all sort of swirl together. And it's almost as if it's like kind of washing a toilet flush, basically. It just kind of whoosh. And as you notice over on the door, slowly curving around in with the woods, platinum is now arching its way as if someone sort of carved it out into the wood and laid it in.
Okay. I'm going to take out. How much money have I got on me? Let's have a quick look. I've got 88 platinum pieces. I'm going to take 8 platinum pieces, put them in the well as well.
Okay. You do so. And the same thing happens. A few moments later, they bubble up and swirl around and suddenly just down through the bottom. And again, over on the door, you see it growing with this now platinum color, intertwining with the gold and silver and copper.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and teleport myself out of the sack. And I have 214 silver pieces, and I'm gonna take them in my hands and just smush them against the door.
Okay, you smush them, you hold them up as much as you can. Some of them are dropping down. You hear clink, 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 clink. You're holding them, pushing them against the door as hard as you can, but nothing seems to be happening. The coins are kind of... I mean, you're just holding coins up against the door, and they're just dropping every now and then. You look really frantic as you look back. You're like, I got this, guys! Look, this is it! And coins are just dropping from your hand.
I'm also, like, looking at Tinder like, ha! I got out! Fuck you! Okay, but that didn't work, so now, I'm just gonna, like, go to the side and stand
Okay.
looking dejected.
Okay, Crocy, did you want to take another crack?
I want to put a silver piece in there.
Okay. Okay. So that is already a lot of platinum, a lot of silver. Okay, you place the silver, it bubbles up, and over on the door you see it weaving in and around.
SQ's gonna hug the statue. And also lick it.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, is the survival check for the hug or for the licking?
For the licking.
Okay.
More so, yeah.
I just wanted to know.
This is an old-ass statue, written in an old-ass language. And you just go up and lick it. Yeah, with the 12, as you lick it's incredibly, like, dusty, but that dust has, like, a weird sort of tanginess to it.
It tastes old.
Like, it smells like 1990s elderly people homes.
It tastes like my grandma. That's what she's telling
Mhm.
the group.
Okay.
Sorry, very. How the hell do you know what your grandma tastes like?
Like it tastes like what she smells like. You know when you can smell,
Okay, so
you can taste a smell. It's like that. It's like an
Okay.
old. It just tastes like an old person.
Legis. One more crack.
All the silver pieces that SQ has managed to dump all over the floor,
Yes.
I'm going to try and collect all of those up and say,
Okay.
I think you meant to put them in here, and just pour them all the silver coins, 250.
so hard to see you guys.
You're
I know.
stealing my money now.
I know exactly.
I get that. Like you
No,
can
I'm-
have it. It's fine.
Okay, so as you do so, it goes in, it bubbles up, and this time kind of violently because of the amount of coins. But eventually it all just kind of sucks down, and you can see the door itself intertwining with more of the coins of the silver, just kind of intertwining the door.
Okay, this is an incredibly expensive door. Tinder, all the money that I gave you, you should put it in there.
No.
Just
How?
like put some of it.
No.
How much wood is left?
How much wood?
Yeah, because you said it was like a wooden door inlaid with.
Yeah, so it's about 50% door, 50% wood rather, and 50% sort of other metals interweaving around it. You do see that as it's weaving around, many of the sort of rivers of metal flowing up around the door are actually extending past the door and hitting up against the archway.
SQ's gonna knock on
Can
the
I-
door.
Yeah, can I like try to like push the door open or something?
You can certainly try, yeah.
Yeah, while he's pushing, SQ's knocking. She's like, hello?
Like-
Hello?
It pushes away, he just pull. This is like
Alright.
either push or pull door.
There was no response for you, SQ, and as you try both, Kurosi, you try to push it first and try to pull it again, and it just seems to not be able to budge. And as you're kind of pulling and pushing, you realize that, again, these rivers of metal are kind of going up against the archway of the door frame, effectively blocking it from opening. It seems that the more gold you're adding, the more of it is kind of locking the door in place.
Commence police knocking on this door.
Kurosi,
No response.
Kurosi,
Yeah?
do you say that you had heat metal?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have clairvoyance. I could just check to see what's on the other side of the door, maybe.
I have heat metal.
Oh, then you
Oh.
do that.
Maybe try heating the metal on the door to try and melt it.
It's not gonna work. You know it's not.
I'm gonna look.
You have to solve the puzzle. This is like that one dead dude I met called
It's gonna
Shit.
take me 10 minutes, so you guys should start talking.
Yeah, I figured out what.
And
what
SQ like uses Lonnie as a bench, and she just kind of sits on his back and starts like meditating to cast clairvoyance.
Okay. All right.
If you,
So,
Bass, if you figured it out,
I know this. I've already been given this puzzle by a different DM. At first, I thought it was from Tomb Revelation, like the area, like the Nang Nang Temple, before you get into the dungeon in Chol. But it's not. Actually, this is just a homebrew thing. But Randy here used the exact same website as my other DM, and he did the exact same puzzle.
I do have basically a list of puzzles that I use. So yeah, it is possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happened, so yeah.
All right. So take it away.
What?
I said take it away.
You always solve it? What?
Well, yes. Most of the rest of them here have had a bit of a difficulty, and
Yeah.
So,
I'm
so
about
let me
to
just
spend
let me
10
just check
minutes
for sure that this is
sitting on the
actually the
juggler.
dungeon, the puzzle that I'm thinking of. There's a statue, right? And then there's a plaque that says "Show me only wealth."
correct.
All right, I'm gonna cover the sentence so that it only says wealth, so that the statue only sees the word wealth.
As you do so, and you're holding it up
Are
against.
you shitting me?
You hold your hand up against it, and you. Nothing seems to be happening. Although, as you look now, the word wealth seems to be glowing as it's as right now. As you kind of take your hand away, the glowing stops.
All right. Well, I figured out one part of the puzzle anyway, you guys. I know what I did so fucking shitty. That word could have been anything, but they had to choose wealth, so you'd waste all your fucking coins. How much money did you just throw into that statue? God.
Well over.
219 silver.
Then he threw like 88 platinum pieces. God.
Yeah.
fuck.
No, I threw
I
8
have tons of platinum pieces.
Yeah.
I threw 8 platinum pieces, not 8.
All right. So, it seems like you're kind of almost there. Let's see. Who? Somebody give me some an insight check.
Oh,
All right.
Well, have 10 minutes gone by? Because I'm casting clairvoyance to see the other
yes.
side of the door.
Oh. Yes. 10 minutes has gone by for you. Yes.
boom!
All right.
Oh no.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm casting.
I hope that we both get 6.
God knows, Tinder.
What?
Check, Mike. Insight check.
I have like much negative on this, I think.
Jesus.
Hey, we can do better than a 6.
Oh no, actually I have +3, but that's only 9.
I'm
Nice.
casting.
Okay. I have another idea. We should all start wearing like expensive stuff, and maybe that works.
Maybe.
Well, I'm casting clairvoyance. In
Okay.
like just on the other side of the door that's in front of us, and it's visual, so that you
Okay.
can see what's in there.
I will just put you in there so you can see.
Ah.
That's what you can see on the other side of this door. There's another golden door. Here.
And SQ is like, okay, so she's back. Yeah, she's there, and she's like, guys, there's another door. It's like a little hallway, and then you turn right, and there's another door. We should break down this door.
Okay. How about some insight there, SQ? Maybe you might be the one that saves the day here.
Oh God, that would
No.
be a fun situation, wouldn't it?
Sure.
What if we place coins on the statue's eyes? Then she only sees.
Insight.
Well.
Ooh.
Okay. As you're kind of seeing this, you notice that the statue is awfully dusty, and that tanginess taste is still kind of hitting the back of your throat. However, you do notice on the floor here there is some large, stretched out linens. You grab out one and you begin to sort of wipe the statue down a little bit.
I'll help with prestidigitation.
Let's clean them. They taste dusty.
As you cast prestidigitation, Legis, the cleaning's done. So naturally, SQ tosses the linen onto the statue, having it accidentally cover
Of course.
the plaque. The words wealth begin to glow, and the door behind you opens.
Ooh! SQ's gonna run through it.
Nah, that's classic SQ. Everything happens by accident.
Something happened. I have to go.
My goodness.
Okay. All right. So I think this no, this particular area right here is going to be a perfect little area here. Okay. So as you enter in, it's a very small corridor, and it kind of veers off to the right. And as it does, you see there's a large golden framed door, like polished gold, like just you can see your face in it. It's a mirror, and it's right in front of you.
Gold is super soft. You could just melt it.
Sure.
What, is there any clue? Is there any like riddle or clue in the room?
That was SQ's contribution.
From what, as you guys are sort of looking around, kind of, what's next, you suddenly hear grinding, like stone grinding on stone.
The fucking
Suddenly.
you?
And suddenly... Oh, that's because I gotta do it this way.
Oh wait.
Whatever. Well, suddenly, as the doors open up, and inside is a large, white, glowing room with 4 doors in and around.
Ooh.
The door in front of you is also gold. The door off to the north is almost like a deep black, sort of ebony sort of look, as well as the door to the south.
We should do a buddy system.
As you all enter...
I'll be with Legis.
No, Legis is mine.
I'll be with Crossy then.
Oh, how do I do this now? There we go.
You're clearly not
Boom.
picky.
If I scoot that over here, boom, you guys, the room should do that, and then I can do this.
You know what? Wait, actually, guys. Okay, so I don't trust the doctor, but I understand that when we walk into his weird little box, we all go to the same place. This is different. We should maybe do this all together.
What's happening? Why is the room moving like this?
Sorry.
Where did Legis go?
There we go. She'll be back. He's fine. He's cool. He's just...
Everything
Legis.
is fine.
There we go. Sorry. My keyboard here double... just decided to not work, so now I have to do everything by the mouse as opposed to the fast little click way that I normally do. Just kind of click and move everything over. Now I have to do it individually, which is lame. Alright.
Are Lonnie and Tom Tom still here?
Are Lonnie and Tom Tom still here? If,
Well, 'cause I know Kurosi put Tom Tom in his pocket, but do I still have Lonnie?
You should.
Okay.
I mean, if you've carried Lonnie along with you this entire time, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, SQ is gonna look at Kurosi and be like, where's my hamster?
Right here, and just pulls out a hand and just with the hamster inside of it.
Oh, thank you.
Alright.
And then she's gonna take Tom Tom and then shove him in her pocket.
As you all are entering in this, as the doors you feel the room kind of shifting. Again, that stone grinding on stone sound once again. The door that led you in here closing. And the door on the other side, this golden door, opening to reveal yet another room.
What about the black? What about the other doors, the black ones?
As you try to open them, they do not. It's almost as if it's like they are a big stone block designed to look like a door. It's not an actual functioning door.
Guys, can we just get out of here, please?
Why are you getting claustrophobic?
No, I just don't like being in a room that moves a lot. I didn't sign up for this.
Hey, I mean, maybe if you didn't pull all these levers.
SQ is gonna throw Tom Tom at him.
Okay. Alright, so...
Like a little grenade. Like a fuzzy, biting grenade.
Right.
I draw a
As you-
knife.
Okay. So as the golden doors open up, they reveal a glowing blue room in here. And as you all enter in, here I can get you guys in there. Oh, thank you, keyboard. You're doing that thing again. All right. I'll scoot you up. Oh, now you're connected, you twat. Of course you are. All right. So as you enter in, there is a load of 4 of them, in fact, levers. One on the top right, top left, top bottom, and right bottom there. Each one of them having their own distinctive color. One top right or top left is red, top right is orange, top bottom left is green, and bottom blue. Bottom is the remainder one is blue. Inside of this room, all the other doors are that sort of weird, glowy shape. That sort of, like that, what did I say before? There we go, that ebony sort of colour in sheen. Except for one door to the north, to the south. That is a golden door.
Look,
And I think right about here is a perfect time to end our session for today. We're in a room full of levers, and anything could happen.
I want to pull all of them.
ask you shut up. Okay, it's like the first rule of adventuring. You don't pull random levers without knowing what they do. You don't touch the chest before casting mage hand or poking it with a stick, and you never split the party. That's like the big 3.
Well,
Okay,
okay. Like, the
101.
one thing I didn't do was encourage the splitting of the party. Everything else I totally did.
Don't you know you never split the party?
You just don't.
I'm gonna pull all the levers though. I'm so excited.
All right, folks. I'm going to bounce. That was a really fun session. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, thank
Wow.
you.
I did what I can.
That's good fun. I look forward to you Thursday.
Indeed. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that even though that Tin knew what was going on, I still kind of tripped him up a little bit. So I was kind of happy about that.
Definitely worked. Definitely worked.
yeah, that was nice.
I like the
I
fact
can't
that
believe I knew it, though.
stuffed
That's,
me
like,
into
such
a
small
fucking
part.
sack for.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't pull random
No.
levers. I played and ran the Tomb of Annihilation, and I
Okay,
know
but, like,
you can't pull random
Be friends, though.
There are so many things
me
that
in
a
a
dungeon
sack.
like this can do to you. Like, you could be teleported back to the starting point naked without any equipment and your gender reversed. Like, don't. Just don't.
Oh my god, if SQ woke up as a dude, she'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna need like 4 hours to explore this.
Is someone buzzing? What's that? Is it me?
I don't know.
I can't,
If it was you, you wouldn't hear it.
It's gone now.
can't hear.
Well, no, I would actually. My system allows me to hear my voice in my head, just like a radio setup. I like to be able to hear my own voice sometimes.
Oh wow, I would hate that. I would
I was
despise
still able to use my Eyes of the Roomkeeper.
Right, folks, listen, I'm going to bounce. Have a good one. I'll see you in a couple of days.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Cheers, gang, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Oh.
Off to my other show now. But yes, we are here. Lots of things.